morning, my friends. So I'm making another video today. Like I said, kind of behind on videos because we've been sick. It has been rough around here. Holy. So we had, well, what my doctor thinks we all had is probably a combination of mono and hand, foot, and mouth disease. Let me tell you, that whole experience was like the most debilitating illness that I think I've had since I was a kid, for sure. It was awful. Thankfully, our daughter didn't really get it as bad as us. She had a fever for a couple of days and then she had a little bit of a cough. She had like a few little spots on her mouth, but other than that, like, she was over it super quick. But Cole and I were definitely sick for a long time and very tired. It was the weirdest thing. We had this awful fever and these chills. It was like we just could not warm up and so tired. All we wanted to do was sleep all the time. And when you run a farm, I mean, that's really hard because we are, you know, feeding animals twice a day, moving chickens, moving pigs around, and trying to get projects accomplished. And yeah, we were doing the bare minimum for quite a while. So that was not fun. And on the tail end of that, our daughter started school, so that's been fun. Yeah, we had this rash all over us. My fingernails are starting to come off. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, they're starting to come off. My toenails are coming off. We had this really itchy rash all over us. And originally they misdiagnosed it as strep throat. So I went to the hospital 3 times in a row on separate days, trying to find answers of why I felt this way. And I am not the type of person to go to the hospital all the time. So obviously, yeah, I wasn't feeling well. Anyway, yeah, I had this rash all over me and it was just so friggin' itchy. I could not stop itching. It did not matter what I did. It would not stop itching. I tried cold cloths. I did oatmeal baths, baking soda baths. I put steroid creams on. I put lotion on. I put a whole bunch of stuff on my hands and nothing was alleviating it. I thought I was going to lose my mind. And so they thought that maybe I was having an allergic reaction to the antibiotics they gave me. But I've been doing some reading, and apparently if you have antibiotics and mono, it can make this rash way worse than it otherwise would have been. So I kind of have an inkling that maybe what happened to me. And then we got hand, foot, and mouth on top of it. So our hands and our feet, the skin is peeling. They were super sore, super swollen. My joints hurt. Our lymph nodes were swollen. Our muscles hurt. Not like the type of muscle pain that you get when you have the flu, but like it felt like you were hit by a bus. It was just sore, painful, like to the touch. It hurt. Yeah, so that's fun. Anyway, I actually wanted to do this video about our livestock guardian dog, Rune. I wanted to do an update video on him because he's 8 months old now and he's growing like a weed. He's huge now, and I wanted to show you guys what he looks like and tell you a little bit about more of his personality and how he's developing and all that good stuff. So let's take a look at Rune and see how he's doing. This is Rune. He really enjoys cleaning out the pig buckets after we're done feeding grain. He's considered that his own chore that he does in the morning. Hello, baby. And he is the biggest suck ever. Hi. Hey, Rune. Oh, what a baby. What a baby. So Rune, like I said, is 8 months old now. He's grown huge. Look at the size of those big paws. He's such a sweet dog, and he's super nice looking. Really beautiful dog. Love him a lot. Here's our other guardian dog. This is Nora. She's our female. And this is Rune beside her. He's definitely bigger than she is now. So those are those two. Hi, bud. Hi, Nora. Good boys and girls. Good puppies. So Nora just finished being in heat. We had her separated from Rune during that time because we don't want puppies yet. And he was very interested in her. But it went well. We had no accidental breedings this time around, and I hope we don't next time around either. But I'm happy they can be together now, and he can learn a little bit from Nora. She's the best guardian dog. She's super great. Rune's a little different than Nora, different personality-wise. Nora's extremely intense, very serious about her job. She does not like strangers. She'll get used to them after a while, but she's definitely not super comfortable with people that she doesn't know. Whereas Rune, he loves people. He's a big baby, and he loves being pet. He's got a big bark, but he settles down super fast and loves cuddles and pets. But he's definitely getting more of a guardian instinct showing. Now you can tell that he's barking at threats. It's just making sure he's barking at the proper threats. So there's been a few times like he will bark at the horses when they come up for water because they have a big pasture, and sometimes when they come up for water they kind of startle the dogs. So teaching him that, you know, that is not acceptable to be barking at the horses for any reason. They are part of the farm and they belong here. Also making sure that he's not playing with the chickens. So he's definitely more of a playful type of dog than Nora is. Nora's always been all business and no fun, and Rune likes to play more than she does. So when we were extremely sick, unfortunately, he thought it would be fun to go and chase the chickens. We have them in a chicken tractor out in the field. And he thought when he went over there to go eat some leftover grain that is on the ground when we moved the chicken tractor, he thought, oh yeah, it'll be fun to chase these squawky little things in their chicken tractor. Well, that game evolved into one of them getting out accidentally, and he, I think, played it to death. So we had gone away from the farm for a bit and came back home, and we caught him red-handed playing with this chicken. And needless to say, he was corrected quite firmly for that, and he has not bothered the chickens since then. And I think that was probably the reality check that he needed. So hopefully, as long as we keep our eye on him, we will not have any other issues. Once we get the chickens out of the chicken tractor, we will be spending a lot more time with him in with the chickens, supervised, to make sure that that is not a problem anymore, because I do want to have our chickens be able to free range. So it's just accepting that he is a puppy still, and he needs to learn boundaries and understand that chickens are not squeaky toys. He didn't actually eat the chicken, so that's good. He just played with it. But either way, hopefully we don't have that problem again. That's been really the only issue that we've had with him, other than the odd like nuisance barking, and teaching him that, you know, it's not okay to bark just to bark. You have to bark at an actual threat, not just for fun. But other than that, he's been doing really good. He's a big baby. I'll have to weigh him and see how heavy he is. Nora weighs about 85 pounds right now, so I would say he's a little bigger than her. Maybe he's about 95 pounds at the most. He's doing good. We used perimeter collars on the dogs to keep them at home. Not that they've really been wandering, but it just gives us some peace of mind, and he did really well with training to that. He hasn't tested the fence or done anything silly trying to go away from the farm. He's been really good at sticking around home. I have noticed that Nora is more of a perimeter type guardian. She likes to do patrols. That's literally what she's doing right now. She's over, I don't know if you can see that. She's over there. If you can see, she's there. She's patrolling right now as we speak. And Rune is more of a stick close to the stalk type of dog. He's not so much of an explorer. I have a funny story to tell you guys. So a couple days ago, there was a coyote that came in the field and it was looking to come up to the chickens, and Nora gave a warning bark and chased it away. And the funny thing is, we could not find Rune. Where the heck is Rune? What is he doing? Is he sleeping? Has he wandered away? What the heck's going on? Where is that dog? And 5 minutes later, he comes in just a-blazing, just hair on end, all worried and barking up a storm after the coyote's already been chased away. There is no threat. It was just funny to watch. Like, good job, bud. You're a little late to the party there. Yeah, so this is Rune. We just got his embark results back, his genetic testing. I do like to do genetic testing on our dogs just to make sure that they're clear of any genetic conditions before we do breed him. Ideally, I would like to wait until he's 2 years old and get his OFA x-rays done, his hips and elbows at least. We had good results from Nora, so hopefully his are good to go too before we breed him, but that's the next step. Other than that, that is Rune, and he's doing well. There's your update. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you on the next video.